going on, guys? It's day 2 now. Working on this car. Sorry, my hair looks crazy, but it's because I was under the car and I took my hat off. Finally got one of the headers off, so let me show you what that looks like. Alright, so this is the old header that I just pulled off, and I'm sure you can see how much this is restricting air. It's going through this entire first chamber and then coming out of here. And obviously the cat's right there, so it's going to make a huge difference because these are free flowing basically, and we'll just allow all the exhaust air to come out. But that's the point of doing this. So I decided to take a break from removing that back header. It's crazy. I don't have the best tools to do the job, so it's proving to be a little bit tough. So my break is making the sap delete plate. The sap is the secondary air pump, so it's basically this piece, this whole secondary air pump with the EGR valve. So now delete is gonna go right there, and yeah, after I'm done with that, I'll continue with the headers. Alright, so I just finished making the delete plate, and it doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to work. So this is the gasket for it. That will sit like that, and then that'll sit on the block. Perfect. Okay, so I finally got both headers off. This was such a pain to pull off, but we do what we gotta do. So now I'm going to cut these gaskets. I'm gonna just cut this piece off because I don't really care for it, and it'll be easier to install without them. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut those off and then put them back, and obviously put the new headers on. Start with the small one because it's a little harder to get to, and then the larger one. Yeah, it's all empty in there now. But yeah, I was honestly even thinking about cutting like this part out so it's easier for me to reach the headers from the back, but kind of too lazy to do that now. So yeah. Alright, since the last time you guys saw me, I got the headers in, motor mounts are in, and my boy Ryan came over. Say hello. And he's helping me trying to get the subframe back up, but we're struggling.
Sell this car, dude. I shouldn't even get my balls spotted.
Oh my god. So hopefully next time I take a video, either the car lit up on fire and blew up, or we got the subframe in. Alrighty, we got the subframe in for the most part, but it's like 11 o'clock at night and I don't want to make too much noise with my impact wrench, so I'll finish tightening it tomorrow. But it is in. So tomorrow I'll fix the power steering, put the subframe in all the way, and then I'll be able to start on the intake manifold. For now, good night, see you later. What's going on, guys? It is day 3 now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have this at part 1, part 2, part 3, but welcome back to Dooley TV. Last night I left off with the subframe almost being all the way back in. So this morning I got here, I went ahead and got it all the way in, fixed the power steering line. I put the power steering line together, so let me show you that. It's this one right here, connected to the power steering rack, and the one connected to the pump. So that's a brand new line we put in. Other than that, subframe's in. I'm just filling up oil right now, and then gonna fill up the power steering fluid. And once I do that, I'm gonna turn it on for the first time with the headers to see what this thing sounds like. Stay tuned. Alright, so I just filled up the oil. Oil's good. I'm probably gonna have to fill up a little bit more once it circulates through the oil filter. And then I filled up the power steering reservoir. to bleed that system. So let's go ahead and turn it on for the first time with the new headers. Kind of scared. Starts up, sounds way too loud, but hopefully when I put the exhaust back on, the exhaust still has a resonator on it, so hopefully it's a little quieter and sounds a little better. I have a love-hate relationship for this because it's so loud that it's funny, but it's so loud that it's annoying. But yeah, so anyways, now I'm gonna put the exhaust back on, reconnect my lollipop bushings that are on the control arms, the angle kit, and then put the exhaust back, put all the plates under back, and then I'm going to put the wheels back on. Once I put the wheels back on, I'm going to drop the car, and then I can start on the M50 intake manifold. So, stay tuned. What it do, y'all? So, day 4. Yesterday, I was just hella tired. I didn't feel good, so I stopped like midday. But today, we're finally going to tackle the M50 intake manifold, pulling out the M54, seeing what else we need to finish the M50 intake manifold, and going from there. So I've already started. I already pulled out the intake boot, I pulled out the diesel valve and the throttle body. Currently I'm working on pulling off the harness for the injectors, and then the actual fuel rail I'll probably leave on there until I get the whole thing out. Alrighty, we got all the bolts off, so realistically this should come out. I need to undo this power wire. It is a 19. Okay, when you take out that connection for the gas, the injectors, you're gonna leak a bunch of gas. Just a heads up. Exactly. I have a couple pieces of metal over here if you want to just take a look at it. And that thing like smashed. I don't know how much it is. So come take a look. And then As you guys can see, intake is out. In order to put the M50 intake manifold on, you need to take out 2 of the studs that are already in here. So in order to do that, just put 2 nuts, tighten them onto each other, and voila. Alright guys, so I've been working on getting these in to plug up these ports. Got 2 in already. I didn't, do the threading beforehand. I'm just forcing them in. Should be good enough. So I have 4 more to go. And let me just show you guys how far I've gotten on the M50 intake manifold. So I put the bracket on, right, for the M54 intake or the throttle body. And then I got the throttle body on there all tight. It fits perfectly. Again, I bought this off of Amazon for like 20 bucks. I know people go and spend like ridiculous amounts of money on them. No need, bruh. But yeah. So then I put the stock intake boot on because you need a 90 degree so it doesn't hit the tower, the strut tower. And then made a little contraption for the IACV valve. So I grabbed some hose from O'Reilly and connected the hose. Made this little contraption to fit to the IACV. And then that goes obviously to here. So what I'm gonna do is zip tie this because I couldn't get a hose clamp around it. But again, look guys, I want you to understand something, and I want to be clear. This is not a how-to video. This is simply a watch me struggle as I learn things for the first time type of video. So yeah, I'm gonna zip tie this. I might cut this a little shorter and then zip tie it, and that'll be it for this. Okay, so quick little update. I went to Ricky's house and used his threader to thread in to make threads on the M54 intake air temperature valve or sensor. The sensor on the M54 intake does not come threaded. So you have to get it threaded and then put it in. I know Beamer World also sells one that's already threaded that you can just slide in, but I went ahead and did that and put a little bit of silicone so that it's good. As well as the dipstick. So normally there's a hose that connects here and that connects to the bottom of this. I believe here, I want to say. We are no longer using this, so I went ahead and plugged it. It's all plugged now. So next, I'm just gonna put that back, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but you'll get an update as soon as I figure out what I'm gonna do. So, okay, so quick little update. I kind of just locked in and tried to go as fast as I can. I'm pretty tired. Still have a lot to do the following few days, but I got it bolted in. This is just sitting there. Got it bolted in. All the fuel harnesses are attached. Throttle body, intake, everything is on. This is rock solid. It's not going anywhere. I still need to pull out the post cat O2 sensors and then figure out where to put the plugs. I still need to figure out what these 3 plugged into, which I don't know yet. And then what this vent system goes to, and then there's another vent next to the intake air temperature sensor that I need to figure out where it goes to. And if I don't find anything that it goes to, then I'll just plug it. I need to make a bracket for this so that it, obviously sits. What else? I need to make a sorry, I'm super tired. Basically a hose that connects to this and just goes straight to the ground. because I don't want to connect it to anything. This used to connect to the CCV, which is this piece, this like swirl pot thing. But yeah, so far that's where we're at. I'm probably gonna go to O'Reilly or AutoZone and just buy like an aftermarket filter for this, because I highly doubt the airbox is gonna fit. Most likely I'm gonna take this part off and then just connect the idle air control valve, or the MAF, sorry, the mass airflow sensor, this plastic piece here, because as you can see, it's facing this way and it runs straight into the reservoir. So I'd rather it be out like till there, and then, you know, the filter would be right there. And then from there, I could put the little air scoopy thingy right here that goes this way and feeds the intake air. Also, I need to put my exhaust back, take off those plastic panels that you see hanging down on both sides, because they're just getting filled with dirt. And then just, it's a matter of putting everything back together. I still do need to do a alignment, because my car was driving sideways, and then I still need to obviously tune the car, since I'm running the N50 intake manifold as well as headers now, and I got rid of basically every emissions, MPG, helper, whatever the case is, everything that had to do with a secondary air pump or vacuum or whatever. If I could get rid of it, I got rid of it. Less points of failure, and you know, it's just a much more simple setup. So this will probably be the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next video. In the next video, we're going to be tuning the car, and then probably going on the first drive, as well as checking out what it sounds like with the exhaust actually on the headers, because I have one resonator on the exhaust, so I'm hoping it sounds good. But I mean, if it doesn't, oh well, it's a drift car that only sees the track, it doesn't see the streets, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, stay tuned. Hope you guys have been following along this far, and thinking about painting the car soon. Not sure what color. I kind of have an idea on what color, but out of curiosity, go ahead and comment down below what color you think I should paint this car. Or if I should just leave it black, maybe just paint match the hardtop. This is currently a wrap and it's like going bad, so if you think I should paint the hardtop black and match the car, let me know. I need to also paint my mirrors, because these are still the way I bought them. And obviously we got some new scratches. I don't know, you guys think I should practice a lot more and potentially hit my car a few more times before I paint it? Or should I just go with the flow and paint it? Anyways, appreciate you guys for following along, and we'll see you on the next one. Deuces!